Hello, everyone. It's Lallie Napier once again, coming to you from the beautiful homemade studio, a la egg crates and stuff. It's really awesome. Like, come on, who has a closet that looks like this? It's really neat. Okay, so here I want to talk to you today about a situation that I was put in recently. I put it up on my Facebook, so I'm going to read you that post. I said I would love some input here. I was put in a difficult spot. In the course of conversation, I was indirectly asked to intervene, call authorities, take action to help a family with one member's addiction and mental health destroying the other family members, all older than 10 years old. I don't feel it's my place to do anything, but can I ignore this now that I know? Message me with your responses, advice, thoughts. If you don't wish to share them as a comment, then of course I was allowing a private message. I got quite a lot of responses from all kinds of people that I know, all of whom have vast work experiences, educational experiences, some more educated, some less educated, a lot of life experiences for sure. And the biggest thing that I was struck with in this situation was just how incredibly lucky I am to have such wonderful support system in place. It's something I wanted to talk about because your support system for you managing a mental health issue, either someone else's, a loved one, an elderly parent, whatever it may be, or a child, either managing someone else's mental illness or your own, the most important thing you can do is surround yourself with the right kind of people. And if there's people in your life who are not being a positive influence, who are not giving decent advice, who are not, they're just out for a laugh all the time, and they never have anything substantial to say, and the laughter, like the jokes aren't that funny, things like that. Those things can really plague on a brain that's trying to tackle a mental illness. So it's extremely important to just put some distance between you and negative influences, put distance between yourself and people who are just not helpful and not positive and not doing what they can to make you feel good. And it's not anybody else's responsibility to make you feel good, but if all they do is make you feel bad, why the hell are they still part of your life? Why? Why put yourself through that? Why have an enormous, smelly, nasty, stinky, awful rock and put it right here? There's no point. You're just carrying a load that you don't need to carry. I have a very dear friend of mine in my life, and I have had to put some distance between myself and them because there's an awful lot of stress. There's a lot of difficulties. And I tried to give my support and my love, and I found that it was making it impossible for me to take care of myself, my own family, my own responsibilities. I was stretching myself too thin. So I had to just say, okay, I need to stop this for a little while. I'm still here and I still love you, but I need to stop this for a little while because it's having a negative impact on me. And I can only hope that they understand, or they understood. I haven't heard anything from them in quite a long time. So here's hoping, and our lives are our lives. They are our own. And just like a plant, if you give it lots of sunlight and lots of water and lots of nourishment, it grows. If you give it too much of these things, you can drown it, you can burn it, you can kill it. So if what is happening is not nurturing you and not lifting your spirit and helping you feel good about yourself, then you need to reassess. You need to not be afraid to say, you know what? No. And I had to do that very recently to my own father. I had to say, just no. I'm not dealing with you today. I'm not doing this today. You are being extremely negative. Stop. And he didn't stop. He did not stop talking in such a negative fashion, and it was more stress than I could handle at that time, so I hung up on him. I love my daddy to death. I am daddy's girl. I am like him. I speak like him. I talk like him. I walk like him. I work like him. But, I couldn't take it anymore. So stop. And it's that simple. And if I can do it, you can do it. And it doesn't matter if it's your best friend. It doesn't matter if it's your sister, your brother, your child even. I have a new friend in my life, and her own child is such an enormous stress, or an adult child, I should add, is such an enormous stress on her. She finally had to say, you know what? No, if you really need me, you know where to find me. I'm not doing this. I'm not chasing you down anymore. I'm not wasting all of my energy trying to make you better. You make you better. It's your life. You have to do it. I had to do the same thing with my own son because he's now 19 years old and he wants to move out and he wants to start his own, he wants to be a person free of his extremely overbearing mother. Because I am a little bit. It's not that I'm overbearing. For the first 17 years of his life, he had undiagnosed seizures. So I got accustomed to talking for him and taking care of him and taking care of all of his bits and pieces that needed taken care of. And I have had to literally put my hand over my mouth and tell myself to shut up because I'm still talking for him. And he's a grown-up. He can absolutely talk for himself. He's exceptionally intelligent, well-spoken, has a job. He's doing his own thing. I need to back off for the sake of his mental health. And that's something I've recognized. So I am doing my very best to take a huge step back from him so that he can be the man I know he is. And these are the things that need to happen. So when it gets right down to it, surround yourself with a good support team, the type of people who will give you advice, not take over a problem for you, not talk you out of things or talk you into things, but people who will give you mature, rational advice on situations that you're having difficulties with. Okay? They're there to support you, not dominate, not take over, not run away every time you have a problem. They're there to be a support team. And to any of the members of my support team who are watching this today, thank you all from the bottom of my heart for all that you do for me. I appreciate every single one of you, even if it's the one that's just sort of sitting off on the sidelines right now. I do appreciate you. You have no idea how much, and I will do my very best to show you the first opportunity the universe gives me. For now, Lallie Napier saying take care of yourselves and each other.